Commence primary ignition.
Hey there, friends, fans, and collectors. Welcome to another episode of Binary Sunset Review. I am Mike, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Best Buy exclusive 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm Episode 1 reprints. It's a mouthful, but we have 4 great new figures that are Best Buy exclusives here in the States, and they are packaged and boxed just like we saw their original 375 figures in 1999. These figures are continuing on the tradition of the 50th anniversary with packaging that we had seen before, but in a different scale. Now, these figures were previously seen in 1999 when The Phantom Menace Episode 1 debuted. They were seen in 375, but they were seen looking exactly like this. I remember getting these as I was like a 9-year-old, and it's really, really cool to see the packaging again. It is the same style packaging that we saw with the Comic-Con exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi figure and Darth Maul figure from a couple years ago. They're finishing the collection here with 4 new figures, that being the BD-1 Battle Droid, Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace Windu, and Jar Jar Binks. All of these figures have had redone faces that have faces to redo. So it's very exciting, and particularly the Qui-Gon Jinn looks amazing. We're going to do a bunch of close-ups, but let's get going.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button below. That way you'll stay on the forefront of the best and the greatest Star Wars news and reviews as soon as I make them.
Now, this year's anniversary to celebrate is the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. Hasbro has been commemorating this with different toy lines of repacked figures in new or original packaging that we had either seen previously in history or hadn't seen before with this new fancy label here. All of the figures in this collection have this 50th anniversary sticker and label, and on the back they also have a little readout of the timeline of cinematic history. Excellent that Hasbro is doing this. It is really exciting to see reissuing of old historic packaging, and these are definitely collector's items. Now, these figures are Best Buy exclusives here in the States. You can get all 4 of these figures at Best Buy. So this set of figures does come with a 4th figure. It is Jar Jar Binks. It's the same Black Series figure that's on clearance everywhere. The only thing that's different is the packaging. I certainly will be picking it up. I just didn't I didn't get it in the first wave. It wasn't really exciting to me, but these figures definitely are, and the collection is really, really cool. Now, we're continually getting new information about their 50th anniversary from Hasbro and how they're going to be celebrating it throughout the year.
So as you can see me moving around here, there's a holographic base to the packaging. It's got the same cardboard that we love, but it's a little bit more tough, and it's holographic as we've seen with many exclusives, but it really, really does not catch light well. The front of the packaging is reminiscent of the promos we saw for Episode 1. We have Darth Maul in the background there with the red design. This is Episode 1 right across. As we move on down, we get a little profile image of the characters. So from the left to right here, we have the BD-1. Obviously, BD-1 right here, the little battle droid and his classic battle damage. This is the same figure. All these figures are repacks that we saw, except for the Qui-Gon Jinn. He is a new face variant and a figure that we haven't seen, I don't think, in the Black Series yet. Now these, you can see them in the bubble. This battle droid's a great addition to have. I really, really love this figure. And this kind of tan original 6-inch battle droid is very, very, very hard to find on the aftermarket. So it's great that this figure itself is getting a repack. Now, Qui-Gon Jinn, as I mentioned before, he is a famed Jedi Master, one of the just amazing Jedi in the prequel. And this figure, not only did it get a repack with this to celebrate the 50th, but he also got a completely new face design. Hasbro did a shockingly good job at doing Liam Neeson's face for this Qui-Gon Jinn figure. It is really, really impressive, and definitely going down as one of the better facial sculpts of this year already. Now, Qui-Gon comes with his amazing green lightsaber. All of the lightsabers here have the hilt that is removable, I believe. Now, this was an addition that came to Black Series figures in the last couple of years, and it really, really does expand a lot of the ways that you can stylize and pose these figures. Moving on down the list, we have Jedi Master Mace Windu. Now, Episode 1 was Mace Windu's debut into the Star Wars universe. It was also Samuel L. Jackson's first time in a Star Wars realm, and it's just really amazing and known for a lot of different things, but he was particularly known for his amazingly cool purple lightsaber. So we see that purple lightsaber here in 6-inch design, and just great look to all these figures. Now, the front of the boxing is pretty similar throughout all the figures. I've noticed that the Battle Droid and Qui-Gon have this gold to the bottom of their packaging. You know, right on the bottom where the Hasbro logo is there. And Mace Windu here has kind of a red bottom. So I'm not sure if the Jar Jar Binks had a red bottom. He might, so that this kind of evens out the colors, but kind of interesting how they're separating these by colors. So here, looking at the back, we're going to start with Mace Windu. Now, they all have this really, again, the glare is pretty intense, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to show the back here, but I will do my best. I love that Hasbro is bringing back flavor text. It is one of the best parts of these figures, one of the best parts of just a package in general. And we'll start this off with Mace Windu. Now, his flavor text is, Mace Windu, a respected Jedi Master and a senior member of the Jedi Council, Mace Windu wields a great deal of authority throughout the Galactic Republic. So that's his specific character flavor text back there. And the rest of the packaging is the same throughout the whole line of figures here. Now, it starts with the Episode 1 logo in the top there, and we get a reading that says, in a galaxy far, far away, an evil force is gaining strength and threatens an entire civilization. So, yeah, I think that's maybe an Episode 1 intro and Episode 1 tie-in. We have the Lucasfilm 50th logo right there in the center. And then under that, we have a timeline of the films. Now, this is pretty interesting. It really does go back for the last 50 years in cinema, all the way up to 2021. I do find it very interesting, though, that The Mandalorian, I've mentioned this before, The Mandalorian is not on this timeline. So, you know, we're not on there. But what can you do? It's still a really, really cool image, really, really nice graphic, but since The Mandalorian is one of their major marketing things, I'm not sure why they didn't put it on there. We got the Black Series logo right here. We also have a separate little bit of words. I'm not sure. The Force is with you in Star Wars figures. Said in 5 different languages. You know, I'm not... Cool. Awesome. Rest is legalese. Pretty neat, but I'll flip the rest over and we'll get the flavor text for the rest of the figures. So going on to Qui-Gon. So as you can see, the back is similar except for the flavor text. Qui-Gon Jinn. A wise and powerful Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn discovers young Anakin Skywalker, proving to be a pivotal event to the entire galaxy. Now let's go to the BD1 here. Battle Droid. The greedy Trade Federation has created an army that requires no food, no drink, no sleep. Millions of these high-tech battle droids amass into a virtually unstoppable armed force. It made them sound really cool. Hit the subscribe button below to stay on the forefront of the best Star Wars news and reviews as soon as I make them. Pros and cons for these figures definitely would have to be the packaging. Now, this is a new line of the packaging celebrating the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. These figures, whereas we've seen many of them before, some of them have a retool, these are figures that are meant to be kept in the packaging. Now, they really, really look good. They really, really are separated from the way that normal Black Series figures look, and they will be remembered as great figures that you are grateful that you kept in the packaging for. Now, another pro that goes on here that I would have to say is just how nicely they've done the facial resculpts. Now, I know every time we get these figures and people that we care about, every time we get a figure reissued, we always do kind of worry, you know, what are they going to look like? How are they going to respect the figure? And for the most part, Hasbro has really done a great job at reconstructing these faces so that they look amazing, for lack of a better term. And Qui-Gon Jinn looks amazing. Looks amazing. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson looks great as Mace Windu, but Qui-Gon Jinn particularly, it was such a great face sculpt. Now, a big con I did have to note is that these are, it seems to be these 50th anniversary exclusives are specific to certain stores. So these were all from Best Buy. The next line, as I've spoken about previously, comes from Target, and it's going to be geared at the Clone Wars. Toys R Us is going to be picking up the exclusives for the Toys R Us Target line of exclusive. And whereas that's really nice for us in States, it's not really great for our fans and collectors who are in Europe and who are overseas. We really don't have any other word beyond who else aside from North America is going to be getting these. Now, that is a con because, you know, Star Wars fans are worldwide, and it really, really is, they're missing out, and Hasbro's missing out in a market of fans who would love to get their hands on some of these really, really great figures.
I would definitely recommend you picking up these figures if you're fans of Episode 1, if you remember just the relaunch of Star Wars back into the media and the sphere. These figures look exactly like they did when we got them 20 years ago, except a little bit bigger. And just if you're a collector of Star Wars in general, these are excellent figures to get a hold of now. Another, I forgot about this, but a huge major con that I did notice is that, Black Series figures, even a year ago, were $20, maybe a year and a half ago, were $20. So $20 for a figure. Exclusives in the last couple of years went up to $25, which, that kind of sucks. That, for lack of a better word, that really kind of sucks. I hope that we're not seeing another $5 increase in exclusive figures, because that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's a 50% increase in figures over the last year. And again, you're not doing it with G.I. Joes, you're not doing it with Transformers, you're just doing it with Star Wars. So shape up with that, Hasbro. That's a serious, serious con. But I still do recommend these figures. They will be great even if they're for your collection or if you're flipping them on the aftermarket. All of them are still available, including the Jar Jar Binks, which I haven't pictured here. Keep your eyes peeled in stores because they definitely are restocking things all around for the May 4th holiday. Thanks for watching another episode of Binary Sunset Review. I am Mike. As always, your likes and your views are greatly appreciated. Please comment below. Let me know what you think of this line. Let me know what you think of the upcoming Clone Wars line. And if you've noticed that the price has increased over time. Be sure to take some time for yourself in the day. Have a great one. Stay safe, stay sane, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.